And Senator Rand Paul often criticizes the governor's approach to handling the coronavirus pandemic here in Kentucky. Today, as he made several stops in eastern counties, he made it clear where he stands on the state's coronavirus orders. He believes it's time for people to do what they want. LEX 18's political reporter Carolina Buchek has that story.
Senator Rand Paul has been a vocal critic of Governor Andy Beshear and his handling of the coronavirus here in Kentucky. And today he made it clear that he believes the governor and President Joe Biden have gone too far.
There's really exciting news out of Washington, and you may not have heard this, but coming up on July 4th, 3 people can get together inside without a mask if they've been vaccinated.
Starting off with jokes about masks.
Do you think we should send President Biden a picture of our lunch today?
Senator Rand Paul stayed on message today, and that message is simple. Let people do what they want.
Well, we're already opening up. Nobody's waiting for them anyway. So, I mean, the thing is in a free society, each individual would just make that decision. So if you're 85 years old and you haven't been vaccinated yet, I'd still say you probably shouldn't sit in a church. If you're your age and you haven't been vaccinated, I don't care whether you're in a church or not, from a physician's point of view.
As some states set dates to open back up, Governor Beshear is standing by his goal of 2.5 million vaccinations in order to lift most of Kentucky's coronavirus restrictions.
And setting a random date doesn't make our people safe. Lots of people getting vaccinated makes them safe.
And Senator Paul takes issue with that.
So when he says this, it's not the actual number I disagree with, it's that he's opening his mouth at all to issue edicts when the state legislature has said you need to do it in conjunction with the state legislature. All the power is not centralized in one person.
When it comes to the governor's emergency powers, the state legislature passed bills to limit them, but those bills are now tied up in court and will be heard before the state Supreme Court. If the court rules in favor of Beshear, Paul made it clear he would be upset.
I can't imagine that they will. I think his argument is so far out of the mainstream that the legislature can't limit powers they gave him. They gave him the powers in 1990. They're simply limiting the powers they gave him. If they can't do that, it gets rid of one of the fundamental checks and balances, and I will be very, very disappointed.
And that case goes before the state Supreme Court in just a few weeks. In Somerset, Carolina Buchek, LEX 18 News.